until somebody give you an alternative and you say, boy, you know, that sounds better than
Correct.
how I thought or how
Correct.
I am thinking. And therefore, it's good to have this sort of discussion
Mhm.
where people will say, yes, you are right, and I will change my approach.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. So, Colonel Charles, you were here on Saturday night listening to us.
No, I, d- no, I didn't. I didn't hear you Saturday night. You had
Oh,
something about me that I need to
no, no, no.
correct.
We were no, 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 no.
Was there
No.
justice? It doesn't matter whether it fall on me or fall off of me.
All against you. Yeah, oh, you're listening to the quote just now with Malcolm X. Malcolm X said, "Listen, truth is truth, no matter who tells it. I am for justice, no matter who is for it or against it." So it's a balance, and that's the kind of program I want to put forward. A balance. Not everyone, as you said, will say I am right or I'm unbiased, but will say I'm biased. So I appreciate your company as someone who would have served in our country for many years. I guess you work with Malcolm X, right?
That's it.
You had worked with Malcolm X?
No man, I am not. I'm not in those big level like you. You know.
Who's here now?
I have my little thing with me, turn to TikTok, find you, listen, and when I'm out and can't get any connection, I
Yes.
turn it off and go about my business.
Other verses. So you tune
Sir
in.
Parnell Charles, I'm sorry, Your Honor. Sir
Go
Parnell Charles,
ahead.
can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
You have served us, the people. You have served your country. You are as one for so many years as Babsy Grange and so many others. Can you tell the young people like we have on here, Nivi, and the rest of the young people who would consider to go into government or go into public service or go into anything like that, what it is and why it is that you choose that road when you have, and why do you continue to serve the people of Jamaica?
Well, of all the statements you just make, you call one that I am attracted to and associate with public service. I believe that I am privileged to be where I am because the people of Jamaica, make me what I am. People help me. My teachers help. When I went to school, I didn't have a chance to go to basic school because there were no basic school in my area. So when I went to Lime Tree Garden at age 7, I only know ABC. I count to 100. My mother taught me from A to Z and how to spell rat, cat, bat, and pat. And then I go in, and then I see some guy my hand and say go halfway up. And when you want to go capital, you go up and touch and come down. And I am looking at the other people writing, and the teacher, you don't have to tell them. But life has happened. By the time my brothers and sisters came up, there was a basic school, and therefore they were privileged. But I came from the rough and tough, from the bottom to the top, Judge.
Yes. Very interested, Mr. Charles. And it is saying to us that we can get there as well. Being accomplished as you are, you can get there. It's not
Well,
far-fetched.
I have told you on this program that it depends on your parents. In your early days, mothers, fathers, I was fortunate. Every big woman in my district was mother. Every big man was father. If you're doing anything and a woman coming who you know, you better straighten up. Because guess what? She's going to call your mother and she's going to tell her, Miss Rita, I see a boy in our company and I talk to him and him push up him mouth and him stay there. You know, say my mother going to say, come in here, call Miss Agatha and tell her what you did, I'm going to give you a joke. I went to school one day and I went to buy some stamp for for some letters. And the stamp edge is a little white part that has on the paste. You can wet it and put on your forehead. So young picnic, I wet it and put on my forehead. And there was a tailor in the district that we call turn up mouth. And I was with some guys who call him, and the only person that he could identify in the crowd was the guy who him claim have a cut in him forehead. And when my father came home the night, he said, "What is that in your forehead? Take it off." And I take off the paper. So when my Santa came and tell him, say, "Sir Charles, your boy that have a cut in the forehead, him was a part of that group that was making noise at me." My father knew right away I don't have no cut, but I had a plaster in the forehead that identify me. And that you said a while ago, Judge, it doesn't matter who. Once you're identified with certain things, then you're. I'm going to give you another little quick one before I leave. I went to St. Thomas 2 days ago, and KFC opened up a KFC um, store out at Goodyear. So I drove in there, and the line was probably, I'm exaggerating, a mile long. So I went up to the top, and children that seemed to have gotten a holiday from all the schools. Buses were there, everybody was buying KFC. And I saw a little girl, she might have been about 9 years old, stand up in the corner looking at the line. So I went over to her and I said, "Why are you looking at the line? Why haven't you joined the line?" She said, "I don't have any money, sir. So I can't buy." And let me tell you something. I took out $1,000 and first I asked her, "How much for your case?" And she said, $720, sir. I took out $1,000 and I said, "Go and buy this." She could not, her hand was trembling to come to, she thought I was fooling her. I'm not giving her the money. She run outside, and what do you think happened? I had to run through the other door because she went out there and tell them, "This man give me some money who don't have come." And so I have to clear the place. But it means that here was somebody who was like me when I was a young child, didn't have a chance, couldn't read, didn't wear no shoes. I told about the one boy who was wearing butter shoes, and if anybody fall down and faint, them call him and take off the shoes, put on your nose because the shoes, butter shoes smell, right? Right?
Yeah,
So,
Yes.
Kelly.
so, so I'm only saying, Judge, that it's good to associate with you, associate with those who are listening, because your program is at a level where proper questions are asked, proper answers are put, and you're expecting proper behavior, intelligent presentation, so that nobody can come and say you're cussing bad word and cursing bad words, and you follow me, and calling this and calling that,
Yes.
and keep it up.
I appreciate
And I have
your
to, good
observation.
night again. And I have to give thanks to what Judge is doing. And I have
You
to
have,
also,
you have a lady on it that not going to allow me to leave until she asks me a question. Go
Yes.
ahead, miss.
But Sir Pernell Charles, you didn't really answer my question. I asked you, why do you continue to serve? Why choose public servant? Why?
Let me tell you something, my dear. When I was small, I was a lawyer in my district. When I was 10 years old, 11 years old, my father called me lawyer. We are Seventh-day Adventists. And so my father tell the people who working with him, digging yam hole, digging potato, but come before 6 o'clock to get your pay. So this evening, I don't know if rain fell. So about 10 people came at 7 o'clock. And my father tell my brother to tell him, come after Sabbath tomorrow because I am not paying no money in Sabbath. So the people them outside, some crying, some saying, boy, it's hard. So I asked them what happened and say, oh, your father said we can't get no money until after Sabbath, Saturday evening. And for the people and my mother, wife have to go market, and after the Sabbath, no more market. So I went in Daddy room and said, Daddy, now let us discuss this matter. Let's say that judge is on the thing, and judge say you must come at before 6. But rain fell and you couldn't come. And the consequence of not being able to come is that children will be going without food for 2 or 3 days until you pay them. No, he said, what I mean by that? I said that it means that the Lord is not going to be vexed with us. If you pay the man them the money in the Sabbath evening so that them wife can go buy food Saturday since they are not Adventists. That they say, and them send you for me, no? I said, no, but look at it. And I say, all right, I tell you what, see the envelope them, go pay them. When I go and pay, man, them lift me up. And they go back in here, daddy, that's what you like, man. Yes, Mr. Lawyer. From that, them call me country lawyer, you know? But I think that my mother, who was a Seventh-day Adventist Christian, and she do certain things that make you feel that you're an angel. If you do anything wrong, she don't go to the rod, you know. She go to the Bible. She put you in a corner. She say, go to chapter X in item 1 and read. And when you read it, which say you must behave yourself, don't curse, don't this, don't that. And when you finish, she said, kneel down and pray. So anytime she called one of us for meeting, everybody say, no, no. Somebody get in trouble and you have to go inside and kneel down, my friend. And how do I look at people? I say, we have a right to help those who cannot help themselves. And we have a right to help the weak if you are strong. Help those who can't speak if you can't speak. And you must understand that if you don't do that, you might lose it. So from that day until now, I try to represent my mother's teaching, represent what I learned at school, and represent the weak because I feel I'm strong. And my children, I have 7 children, 4 doctors, 3 businessmen, and they are all serving the public and serving Jamaica right here, right in this country, right in the hospitals and things. So it's not strange. If you get a chance, do it. Once you do it and do it from your heart, blessed.
Amen. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Sir Charles. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. So, George,
Yes,
congratulations. Keep it going. I'll join you another night. What about the Union people? They told you they went and everything was
yes, sir.
on track.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
He came by Saturday night to give us on topic. But,
All right.
early. Yes. Mr. Charles, have a good evening. All the best. Wish you health and strength, and you continue to serve and do the things you love. All right?
Well, George, I continue to serve because I am happy serving. And when I serve, what I get from people who have been relieved from my serving them is better than money. And guess what? Guess what? It is to me money.
Yes.
When I give that to when I show that little girl open her eye and said she's going to buy KFC.
Yes.
And she went outside and it looked like everybody who couldn't buy was coming at me. What does that say? It means there are many of us who need assistance in this country, in the world. And if we can give them, it's a blessing to us. Right?
Yes.
So interested, so inspiring. It is a pleasure being in your presence at all the times, Mr. Honorable Colonel Charles.
Judge, I want to ask you to send out one message from me to the politicians, the police, and the rest of us. I am in the mornings, early Monday to Friday, from 5 o'clock until 8 o'clock. I go to Ligony where I play my tennis. And when I'm coming back, the, the cabs are not in the line, they take the opposite route. And it's just God make you don't crash with them. And I sit down and I said to myself, what is the solution to this? And listen what I come up with. When you are in a bus on the highway going from Kingston to Mandeville, and the busman is at 90 miles an hour, you know what the people in the bus are saying? Go there, go there, go there, driver, go there. You don't have one to say, listen, sir, the speed limit is 80. Stop and let me get off your bus or reduce your mileage to 80. If you do that, we all will be safe. If you do that to the cab drivers who come out of the line and take the opposite road, stop and let me off. Stop and let me off. I am not driving on the opposite route. I am driving on this side. That is what the law says. So I want to say to the police, the cab driver and the bus driver is not the only one who's wrong. The people in the cab saying, listen man, me late, go there, go in there so, come out here so, go there. The boss man I said, boy, I don't want to go, me now. Oh, you travel at 80 miles. Just step on the gas, man. It is a lot of the people who are in the cabs and in the bus that are pushing the drivers to overdrive, speed, and cause a problem. So you need to know, say to the drivers, don't listen to them. Look on your license. Look on what the speed limit is. And say to those who are in the bus, do not say the opposite because your life and the rest of people in the bus and in the cab is at risk. Okay?
I definitely will do so as I go on nightly. I will remind you to uphold the law. Very, very,
Okay.
very, very important. Thank you so much, Honorable.
Okay, Judge, and good night to all of my friends.
Yes.
I will join you another night.
Yes, sir. Good.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Sir Charles. Have a blessed night.
Okay, my dear.
Okay.
The Honorable Colonel Charles. Thank you.
Oh, you cut me out.
Oh, I will take you down.
All right. All right. Yes. There you go, listeners. We stop by to share with us when we are here. I want to welcome those who are now joined for the first time. You are at a safe place. You are at the place, right? Over by TikTok Judge and Company. My clerk at the courts, they are here, acting, Angel reacting, and we have Marsha Michelle with us tonight. We have others listening in the chat, and they are here to assist the program to run smoothly and effectively. as you know, persons on the outside, they are peeking in. I'm just asking you to come over in the court, take your seat. If you're eating your gum, put it, don't mess up the seat, turn your phone on silent and put it in your handbag, all right? Please do not disturb the court. When you are speaking, one at a time, so that we can listen to each other and we can make sense of what you are saying, so that we can respond intelligently, right? So that is all. I'm asking for the moderators, please do not block anyone, just mute them, right? Because they will stay around to learn, because the program is designed for us to learn and to share our thoughts. Sometimes our thoughts, our thinking, way of thinking may be wrong. Someone is here to point you out and to show you, right? So that is it. So we agree, no blocking. So just mute them, whether they are on the opposing side. And you can also give them a warning. Give them a warning. Thank you so much, Maureen. I appreciate this. Yes. No, see, they're unblocked. Oh, you're unblocked Chopstick. Yes, man, let them come in and learn. Because let me tell you, if you block them, if they are here and they learn and they look at different views, I say, oh, that is black. It's not dark blue. Because afar off, they think it's black when it's really dark blue. So when they come closer, they will realize, okay, it is not black, it's dark blue. So sometimes, as I said, don't quick to black. I seems namesake. So when they see, because as I said, you will see a dark blue item or object afar away, you think it's black. And Marsha might be saying, oh, it's blue, you know, and they are saying, no, it's black. And when they get closer, they will realize, in fact, for themselves that, you know, it is blue. You see, I like how Kerry now taking the direction and the instruction, unblocking them, let they come and learn. Even though you may not see them over in the courtroom, they will be on the outside of the courtroom listening. Because you know, a courtroom run that way. You have people in the dock, you have people in the waiting area, you have the other people up by the front, the policemen and so on. And then you have some people on the outside who want to come in, and that's how we are operating the court. Thank you so much for carrying out that. Angel reacting, welcome again. Welcome, Marsha, Miss Michelle. Miss Michelle, how was your day today as we should go into the government business? Miss Michelle, you're here.
My apology, Your Honor. I was actually writing you a note. I was actually writing a note for you to put something in your record, because when persons can say they were never invited, moderator one invited Lato and Mr. Ingram to the program. So I want to make sure that be put in record. If they choose not to come, that is their preference, but they were welcome and invited.
Definitely.
My day is pretty good.
Great to hear.
I hope everyone had an awesome, productive day also.
I did have a wonderful day. I know. So we can continue the government business right now. You can, yes, beautiful. So we can continue the government business. All right, so Ms. Mitchell, I want to ask a provocative question this evening, and for the viewers to come in, the court members to share. I want to know, can the JDF enter the maroon town without an invitation, without being invited? Can they enter into, seeing that they have claimed to be sovereign and all of those rights and so on? Can they, it's a thoughtful question, you know, think about it. I'm not sure if any maroon is here tonight, you know, because since that's the fact that, given the fact that the colonel, I'm getting to understand, I'm trying to find out if colonel and chief is interchangeable. They can use that. It's interchangeable. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It is from my research. I could be wrong. Someone can correct me, but I could be wrong. It is interchangeable. That's a very good question. It's usually at the request, unless it's of a national security. But that's a very good question. I would want someone from the Maroon community to weigh in.
Oh, Miss Opel, can you have?
Yeah, Miss Hopewell.
may have the
But I, in my humble opinion, yes. But I would rather someone else chime in because person would think that I somehow create these things in my
yes,
head.
yes,
Good
yes.
night, Judge. Good night to the panel. How are you? I'm going to be brief because I'm trying to do a little workout here. But for law enforcement,
I would prefer because since I'm a male, I would prefer you say panty. I don't like brief. I don't wear brief. Don't say brief.
I endorse that.
what I was saying, yes, if that's
Miss Hopewell?
setting, yes.
I'm sorry, I'm going to give you an opportunity, but when we're done, Your Honor, Cliff Hughes had King's Counsel on his live this morning, and that was exactly what the question you asked is what the King's Counsel, exactly what you asked is what he explained. And so when we're done, I'll play it for you, sir.
Please, because I sat.
Okay, go ahead, Miss.
I sat on my desk and the thought came to me and I said, let me throw this question tonight. I didn't even know that it was discussed. Miss Hopewell, you have them.
And I usually listen to Cliff Hughes, in the days. But anyways, for the purposes of law enforcement, the chief and the colonel wouldn't be interchangeable. So if it was like a law enforcement situation, say here in America, it would be the sergeant, the lieutenant.
Can you slow down a little? Yes. It's sounding like
Okay.
yes.
No, I'm saying say it was a law enforcement type of situation where you have a chain of command. The chief and the colonel wouldn't be at the same rank, right? You would start like at a sergeant, lieutenant, a captain, a major, a colonel, assistant chief, then chief.
Okay. Thank you.
Right? So that's how that rank would go for like a chain of command structure.
Yes. Thank you, Ms. Hopewell. The reason for asking that question is because I am now looking into this matter more. The presentation and so on. So I realized that even on the news, they say colonel and not chief, but they will call him chief. So I was wondering, as I listened to the news, I was saying, why is it they're using colonel? And when you look at the, Miss Hopewell, you gone already? Yes.
Judge, the position is colonel. That's the position the person holding Maroon Town, the colonel.
Yes, not chief.
But not chief, colonel. That is the electable position. That is the electable position of the Maroon. The colonel, not chief. Not king, as Corey would like to be known. Not king.
Because chief is colonel.
That's the position. That's the electable position of the Maroons, the colonel.
Okay. Colonel pronounced. No, man, it's pronounced with a C. The first one is right, Diamond. This first one is right. Colonel is corn. Right? We are Jamaican. Sometimes we mispronounce words and so on, but it's the first one, colonel. Or I think they spell alike, sound alike, and even, whatever it is, the similarities. But thank you so much, MP Chuck, for that information. Yes, so, Miss Mitchell, so we want to look at it again, and I observe it when the news reporter, you can open your mic, when the news reporter share, they are saying colonel. Am I pronouncing the word right? Am I pronouncing it right? Colonel?
Yeah. Impact wants to be added. I'm just reading the comment.
Yes, please. Yes, I think you can shed some light on it. And you have Dirty Book or whatever his name, I think he is more verse. And Joshua is there. Yes, Colonel. Where's the moderators? They are here.
I'm here, Your Honor. I can also do it. Would you like for me to let me know when you want me to play the clip from this morning?
Let me hear what Impact has to say. Impact, welcome to the court, sir. Good evening.
Right. So, I think it was MP.
Impact. Let us take it slow. We're not rushing. Good evening. How are you today, sir?
Your Honor, good evening. How are you?
How was the day, sir? How was the day?
Well, restful, I would say.
Yes.
You know, I got a chance or the opportunity to get some well-needed rest. Yes.
Oh, okay, good, good. Yes, that's good to hear because rest is needed. Worse when you're even so when you're over the age of 40 or going up 30, going up, your rest is needed so that you can build your testosterone men. You cannot working age when they reach 40, you have no use for the female.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
So you have to rest. Yeah, you have to rest and take care of yourself. Mr. Impact, we are discussing this evening with the term colonel. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm no scholar, I'm no English teacher here. So if I mispronounce, you can correct. You know what we are talking about. So I'm asking, they say, Mr. Opel, yes, Mr. Opel, yes, advice. I'm going to do a series on that as well. But Impact, we're looking at, there's a question I asked earlier. Clark at the Code Angel will give us a clippings from some news source. We're asking, is it proper to say chief or colonel in regards to the leader of the Maroons?
Both of them are correct. I think MP Chuck made a very profound statement that came up. One reason why it came up, the other is respective to Miss Mitchell. I must commend her that she has always looked very, very beautiful. And I see where she turned the lights on for us to see. Well, I'm sounding the alarm, or in other words, I'm sounding the bang to say that Miss Mitchell is looking fantastic this evening.
I love how you played with words. I love it. Sounding the abeng. Can we deal with it? Hey, we are so creative. We are so creative.
All right. So that in and of itself. Now, Mr. Chuck made the statement to say that the term colonel is the elected term. So in fact, he's the colonel. But if you look at what a chief or who a chief is, it is synonymous with that of a colonel. So it stands to say, you can say Chief Curry, leader, or colonel. I think none of them really, in any dramatic way, subtract from the real essence of him being leader of the Maroons.
And so, Your Honor, if you more, Your Honor, you're muted, Your Honor.
Yes, sorry, Angel. Yes. Thank
Okay.
You so much.
When we're not speaking, can we mute our mic, because then the feedback is kind of disruptive? So can we please mute your mic when we're not speaking? And also, Your Honor, before, the question you asked was, does the JDF or JCF needs an invitation to go? That was the first question you asked, and that's what I have a clipping about this morning, not about the interchanging of the word.
Oh, yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Before you give me that, let me just open the floor to welcome Mr. Handsome. Mr. Handsome is a well-known comedian. I'm not sure if I don't think he's local, but international as well. Mr. Handsome, feel free and to open your mic and welcome to the program, sir.
Hey, good night, everybody. Good night. This is Mr. Handsome, known as Girly, the first character. How you doing, Judge?
I'm doing great, sir. Now hearing your voice, I'm doing great.
Yeah, man. I just want to say good night to everybody, and you know, I haven't spoken with you or come on the live ever since the hurricane damaged me real bad, but me and the girls, then we are safe. All right, so I'm just gonna stay in the box and just listen. All right.
Yes. What we are doing, Mr. Hanson, we're gonna ask you to stay in the courtroom because we want persons to contribute to the program. So I will just allow you there. That person will reach out to you, and
I'm gonna stay.
You can give him a 5 minutes, right, moderators? Give him a 5 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Ask him to wait in the courtroom. So you can mute Mr. Hanson. Yes. All right. Madam Angel, you can now play the clippings for us.
Okay. Everyone, please mute your mic. Thank you. So this was this morning with Cliff Hughes and a
There's no case law in Jamaica that gives the Maroons, Accompong town, or anywhere else in Jamaica, the right of sovereignty that would empower a colonel to reject the government's offer to deploy JDF to assist with rebuilding efforts in an area that is Maroon country after Hurricane Melissa. And that's according to King's Counsel, Pierre Rogers. And this is a position that we have heard from several leading lawyers over the decades in covering this story. Here's what Mr. Rogers said this morning on Nationwide.
I think all of this rotates around the claims of sovereignty that are being made and that are being rejected. I listened to the official communique put out by Mr. Curry, and I heard all of the reasons that he gave, and I won't dismiss them. They are all in fact reasonable. But I can't help but wonder if the real reason is the presence of what he describes as the militarized forces on Accompong ground. Don't get me wrong. I am of the view that this is an offer. And like any offer, it is an offer that can be refused. As to whether he has a right to refuse it, I would fall in the column that says unequivocally, no. Let me put it this way. If it were not an offer, but a governmental move, I don't think he would be in a position to reject it. And the reason for that is quite simple. The Maroons, to my mind, have been accorded a certain degree of self-determination and local government. But our case law is clear. The law in Jamaica is clear. At this point in time, no judicial authority has moved to give them or declare them to have the right of sovereignty, which would entitle them to make a rejection as a matter of right.
That's Pierre Rogers, the King's Counsel.
Pierre Rogers, King's Counsel.
Thank you so much, Madam Clerk, for that input. So here we are. We have Mr. Politics.
Good night, Judge. Good night.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. How was your day today, sir? I know you always hard at work, you know.
Yeah, Mama, I did a long marathon on my page. But I just want to ask for a break in your court proceedings to address something quickly, please.
Yes, sir. Madam Clerk, Angel.
Politics, you're asking for a break in session so you can address the different.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, my lady.
Yes, Your Honor, we will allow him, Your Honor. Go ahead, politics.
Judge, please note that Mr. Ansom should not be welcome on your platform at any time. He's a child molester. He's a rapist that went to prison for molesting little boys.
Okay.
He should not be allowed on your platform.
Politics and religion. Politics and religion.
Yes,
we have to be careful.
I am giving you what is case law and the truth. Mr. Ansom is a child molester. He should not be allowed on your platform, Judge, in your courthouse unless you're putting him back in handcuff. Please and thanks.
Oh, okay. So politics. Politics. Hold on. Politics and religion. Hold on. Yes. Again, you just came on here and you make this broad statement. Is it
not a broad statement? This is a factual statement. He's a level 3 sex offender.
Okay.
He was deported to Jamaica for molesting a little 13-year-old boy. That's the fact. He's not welcome on this platform that I frequent. And I would like the judge to stand on that. Some of us have children that were molested, and it's trigger for us. Okay? Blessings. Thank you, Judge.
Yes, politics. Before you go, politics, I am not aware of the matter, and as such, I am not in a position to really.
Look it up. Look it up. His name is Lassell Parnell or something of the sort. Parnell. He was convicted, spent 2 years in prison for molesting a little boy. Good.
Yes. As I was saying, I'm not sure of the matter, and it's not before me in court. No, we are not looking at it. There's no new development with the case, so I'm not sure if it is appropriate to even speak on it or any such thing. I'm not sure about it.
No, a case doesn't have to be a new development. Any violation against children is always an ongoing development, or whatever you want to call it.
As we deal
Your Honor,
with-
can I?
Yes.
Your Honor, can you allow me?
Let us
Okay.
not get much from the matter at hand. Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead, Madam April.
I just want to just say, politics. I understand exactly why you came on. Now, we also have to respect others' rights. And I believe that he didn't come up here and we weren't talking anything about children, or we wasn't having a session about things that he would be barred to listen to or to speak on. And so I think that you should have actually brought this to our attention in a private session before we brought it out in public, because we don't want to be the one that people are going to say over this, platform is where this happened. And so we have to be careful of how we broad brush people or just information overall. And so
Ministers must be broad brushed.
Yes.
in Jamaica though, Vegas, I live in the US, and I know that you have in the US where you can go and Google or look where the register offenders live. It is easy to do.
Can I say
Excuse
something?
me, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. No.
Judge,
Hold on. Don't do that.
We're going to allow you to speak, but
We will allow you.
overlap and have this as a big discussion. But Miss
Yes.
Madam Chair, please take charge.
In the US, Vegas, because you know this too, where I could go on a website and find where a sex offender live right here on my street. But in Jamaica, you and we have this discussion already. It is not that simple in Jamaica, and they are trying to change the law about these things. But we have to be careful, Vegas. And I know it is a trigger for a lot of us, because a lot of us have trauma when it comes to issues when we talk about this. But we have to be careful with people's rights too. And like I said, having a private session about this would have been the better way. We would have handled it differently. But I don't think that the way we just handled it was fair. And so, and I understand where you're coming from, Vegas. I really do. But I don't think how we handled it just now was fair.
That's not fair about it.
Mr. Hanson,
we wasn't having a
I'm
discussion
not
about
really sure
anything.
I want to take this in this direction. Madam Clerk, could you just advise?
So you're okay with sharing a platform with a child molester?
No, Mr. Politics. As Angel said, right?
No, not you, Judge. I'm asking Miss Angel a question. You're okay with sharing the judge platform and your space with a child molester?
But Mr. Vegas, I could say about
It's a simple question I'm asking.
Mr. Vegas, if you didn't come up here and told us this, I wouldn't have known.
Now that you know, are you comfortable sharing the platform with a child molester?
I am not comfortable sharing my platform
Okay, I
with.
figured as much.
But what I'm saying though, Vegas, remember we said that a lot of times we argue about
The case
rights
law
in
is
Jamaica.
public. The case law is public. The people filed an information charging defendant with 3 counts of forcible touching, 3 counts of sexual abuse in the
Vegas,
3rd degree, 3 counts of sexual abuse in the 3rd degree.
This is not the time or the place either, Vegas. That is kind of my point, where I feel like we have just went off from where we was. I don't remember where we were. It wasn't the time or the place. It wasn't. And
The right time and place to say we do not share space with child molesters.
I just said it.
Please inform me so I can know when is a proper time for me to do
All
so.
right. So Vegas, as I said, this is not a case matter before us. We are not discussing about children or any sort of those kind of things. And thank you for the highlight. But I'm
Mr. Sims, are you comfortable sharing your platform with a child molester?
No, not in the sense, not in that sense. But I'm
Alright.
saying, because I'm a father myself, but I'm saying to you, we are not dealing with child molestation or any sort of those things right now. So for you to just come out, that's what Angel is saying. That's what Clark is saying. Thank
Are
you for
you
the
comfortable
information.
sharing the platform with a child molester?
All right, so Mr. Vegas, you keep on repeating that. Let's move on, please. He is no longer on the platform. And that was not what we were discussing, and we would like to move on from this.
I asked for a break in what you were discussing.
Yes, and we allow you to break, and
Okay.
you have said what you have said, and we're going to move on and go back
Thank
to
you.
regular programming. Thank you.
I understand, and I see the sentiments in the chat say that it should not be. But as I said, we are not dealing with that matter right now. We are looking at the treaty rules. This Pope is back. Let us not go too far with this matter. We don't want anybody to redeem or to develop this story right now. If there's a matter arise with child molester, and so for instance, he's here, I was here talking against or for, then we really could look into the matter. But I don't think it is a matter to look into right now. Would you agree with me, Madam Angel?
I agree. I agree. If it was, listen, like I said, it's a matter of how we do things. And I don't want to be a part of humiliating. I don't want to be a part of I don't want to be a part. It's how we sometimes, Your Honor, is how we do things.
Yes.
And this was not the discussion tonight. And I believe that if it could have been something that Vegas could have inboxed you or inboxed me, and then we would have decided not to have a discussion with this person at this time.
Yes.
But we have 200 people over here and coming and saying how we just did it. I think that's just my opinion.
Yes, understood. I guess that I understand also.
I'm sorry, Marcia?
I, Marcia Mitchell, totally agree, because everyone must understand, yes, you may find documentation to support Mr. Vega's point, but there is something that we must remember too, that things can be triggering, and it should be handled in a sensitive manner, where persons are not feeling uncomfortable in a discussion as such, because you're blindsided and you don't know who is on the For You page.
Yes.
The judge platform is labeled in
Yes.
which it should not be. And for that, I am uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie.
Yes. All right. Hope we can redeem ourselves. We can move forward. He did ask for an intermission, or he did ask to share some information. And I think moving forward, I'm not sure how we're going to handle this, Madam Michelle and Miss Angel, how we're going to handle new case or developing case, how we're going to deal with it.
This is not a case. What would be the case? The person he was already tried by his peers. He was already convicted. He already served his time, and he's already if he's already a sex offender, he's already on the sex offender register. Nothing is there to be tried. Now, if there's a case that something new we're bringing up against him, then that's different. Is there something new we're bringing up against him, or we're going to continue to bring back his past or to bring up in his face? Now, again, you have the right to know who lives next door, who lives around you, who you're talking to, who you're friends with. But I don't think we have the right to continue to troll people, to belittle people, and to bring certain things out in public like that. And so is a time and place. If it is a reason, yes. If I know that you are out here doing things that is against what you're supposed to do as a sex offender register, whatever, then yes, this is a case that we have to speak about. Do you have evidence that this person is still offending, that this person is going to school where kids are, that this person is hanging around these type of things and doing this type of behavior? Then we can bring a case. There's no case to bring up because he was already tried, he's already convicted, and he already is serving his time. If it's something new, then we can open a case. There's nothing here, Your Honor.
Understood, and I totally agree. And it is not the subject matter this evening, and I think we should move on. We want to continue. We want to press on. With what our original discussion is. We are talking about the Treaty of the Maroons. We were discussing it last week when it was Saturday night. And we up to continue this week to get some more clarity, because there's a lot to unpack from the information and to dissect it. Now, I asked a provocative question earlier. Can the JDF or the JCF enter the Maroon town without invitation? Is there such thing? A clip was played earlier. Can you just play back the clip first, please, Miss Angel, Madam Angel?
As the use of the term
All right.
militarization. The authority has the Maroon.
All right, just a second. I want to play from where Mr. Hughes.
I think all of this after Hurricane Melissa. And that's according to King's Counsel, Pierre Rogers. And this is a position that we have heard from several leading lawyers over the decades in covering this story. Here's what Mr. Rogers said this morning on Nationwide.
I think all of this rotates around the claims of sovereignty that are being made and that are being rejected. I listened to the official communique put out by Mr. Curry, and I heard all of the reasons that he gave, and I won't dismiss them. They are all in fact reasonable. But I can't help but wonder if the real reason is the presence of what he describes as the militarized forces on Accompong ground. Don't get me wrong. I am of the view that this is an offer. And like any offer, it is an offer that can be refused. As to whether he has a right to refuse it, I would fall in the column that says unequivocally, no. Let me put it this way. If it were not an offer, but a governmental move, I don't think he would be in a position to reject it. And the reason for that is quite simple. The Maroons, to my mind, have been accorded a certain degree of self-determination and local government. But our case law is clear. The law in Jamaica is clear. At this point in time, no judicial authority has moved to give them or declare them to have the right of sovereignty, which would entitle them to make a rejection as a matter of right.
That's Pierre Rogers, the King's Counsel. He says the use of the term militarization by Chief Curry carries a negative connotation.
The use of the term militarization is pregnant with negative connotation. I don't believe for a moment that it was misused. And I think the chief used the word because he wanted to communicate a particular position. I kind of find it ironic because the truth is the Maroons, to one extent or another, have all benefited from the infrastructural works that are in Jamaica. The military is one of them. The Jamaica Regiment, the Engineers Regiment, has come to our rescue on several occasions, and the facility has been offered to them now. I find it curious that you would be willing to benefit from everything else, that is to say the material, because that's what he said in his release, but is relying on notions, I believe, of sovereignty to reject the presence of the military, notwithstanding that they are the persons who are going to be on the ground and doing the work, offering assistance. Once again, I started out by saying that there is a subtext to the entire message, and I believe it is a subtext playing out here. The use of that pregnant term, the refusal for boots to be on the ground, it strikes me as a reaffirmation of his initial position, his declared position, which is to say that sovereign rights ought to be accorded to the Accompong Maroon. It bothers me. It bothers me to the extent that there are people who really need the help. It bothers me to the extent that you have had persons on your program saying we do need the help and we are prepared to take it. While elephants fight, it is the grass that gets trampled. And in this instance, I believe it is, in fact, the people who need the help, who are being denied the help, that are the victims in this entire situation.
Pierre Rogers, King's Counsel, speaking this morning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you so much, Madam Angel. Madam Angel, just direct the floor for a minute, please.
So I want to ask a question. When this was playing today, maybe Miss Hopewell can help me. what happened in Tivoli Garden with Christopher Cokes? What is the difference from what happened with Christopher Cokes in Tivoli Garden from what will happen on Accompong? Is there a difference? Is there a difference? And I know we're going to
way, way out of my pay grade. Way, like I have no. You have to get one of those elder statesmen to come up here and answer. But one thing I want to say, Chief Curry is not is a learned man. So when he uses the term militarization, he knows exactly what he's doing. He did not use that word lightly.
Lightly, yes.
He's an educated man, and that's what I want to say. But the other question, I will sit and learn at somebody's feet tonight regarding that one.
Good night.
I would like to speak something about Accompong, if you don't mind.
Well, what's your name? Okay, let me see. Shani?
Yeah.
Right, welcome. Okay, you want to add something? Go ahead.
I am from Accompong.
One second, Madam Clyde. We have Chap City here. I'm not sure as to why is he here tonight. Would you just order, then you have Miss Shani?
Yes, Your Honor. My apologies. Chap City, you've been on the platform. Is there something you would like to add?
Everybody, I was brought up by, I guess, one of your moderators. I don't know why I didn't send a
you
request.
did a request?
But if you want to ask me a question, I'm willing to answer.
Well, the question is what the topic is what we're discussing. And so, he's not. Somebody remove him. I'm sorry. Yes. All right.
Moderator.
Go ahead, Miss Wright.
I'm from Accompong.
Welcome.
And yes, welcome. Thanks. And I would like to say a few words.
We would love to hear from you. How long can I ask you? How long have you lived? Are you still living there? And how long have you lived there?
I'm living here 11 years. My father, I'm living here 11 years.
And you're still living there now?
Yeah.
Were you affected by Hurricane Melissa?
I affected by Melissa. It's a very long story, that's one. But my uncle is affected by, I had to give the town 1 year break because of Richard Curry auntie. Because I won't get there, but if I want, I will get there.
But just a question, so are you currently still living there?
Yeah, I'm living here now. I'm living here now.
Were you affected by Melissa?
Yeah, my uncle house, it gets affected. At least all of it was gone. And I have to come and fix it up for him now. I'm not finished as yet. I'm not really finished as yet because I don't really have the help. It is not finished as yet. But I'm getting there. But a lot of people in the community really cannot help themselves. Who really cannot help themselves. I lose a lot, because all of my farm gone. I lose a lot.
Okay, so what is your? Can you tell us what is your? I'm
speaking.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Miss Wright. We want to hear what is your concern. I want to know what is your concern about the whole thing happening.
I'm concerned about the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
If it really and truly what Richard Curry really want, when him come on the media and him say him turn on the Prime Minister, it hurt me that much because him never have a meeting with the member board. He never have a meeting with us. He never have a meeting with us. So when everybody saw it, it was so shocked. And I say, when the Prime Minister was up the school, why him never tell him them face, say him no want to help? Why you wait 3 days when you go higher yard and you sit down with your combo along them because him don't sit down. All right. For the chief up here, yeah.
1 second. I'm gonna ask you to be respectful in your deliberation and know that you're upset, but just
Okay.
keep clean. We don't want the mix up from the generation from last year. We're just gonna talk about the situation now. It sounds as if you are very hurt, and we sympathize.
I am.
Yes, I heard it in your voice. Just get the chance to share with you. And we are here for you. We are here for you to encourage you as a woman, as from a man. Miss Angel is here. She's a respect. Miss Marsha up there. Miss Hopel is here. And now Philippine is here. So you have 3 women.
Respect. Yeah.
To encourage
Thank you very much.
Going through this difficult period. And we are here to embrace you. But keep it just the world is listening to you now. And so just keep it right where it's supposed to be. All right? Continue.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. So it is unfair. All right. Input up a GoFund. We know input up a GoFund. Wait. He called a meeting week before last week. I believe on Sunday. When him called a meeting, I was going up the meeting. When I was going to the meeting, somebody said, Sean, nobody go up the meeting. I said, I go hear what him have to say about the community. He was talking about 6th of January and some other stuff. All right. When this incident now happened, and when the incident happened now, when them said that no one's supposed to, which are collecting so much money for Accompong town. The meeting where him call, him say him have $21 million where him have for Accompong town to help. That wouldn't be the first week after the storm. Remember, people out in a cool sleeping, and if you collect so much money, why you not help them? 21 million, and look a bit of money for help, All right. People house blow down, a lot of people have chapalling and them house. Help them. 21 million is a lot. That's what you say you have, and you don't count the GoFund as yet. And every time him get donation to the town, him don't help us. Him don't give us anything. And that is my offense all the time. He don't help us. He not give us anything. Not even the school children, them this man don't help. So when people coming on the media and talking about they have workman in here and they can do the work, it don't make no sense. Because everybody
with a question, please. Shani, good night. How are you? Interject with a question. Okay, I have 2 basic questions. So, a person like myself who only know of the Maroons from history, reading in the book. When we talk about the Maroons, right? What era are we talking about? Because some people refer to Maroon Town, Accompong. So I wanted to tell us. Yeah. So I wanted to yeah. So when we talk about the Maroons, I want you to explain based on geography where we're talking about, right? And also what I want to understand, right? When we talk about the Maroons before the hurricane, how did they make their living, right? How did they earn? And how did they go about their daily lives in terms of building their houses, sending their children to school? So we can understand, where they're coming from a socio-economic standpoint.
Okay. All right. You have a lot of teachers up here. Some major people works. Yeah.
So when you say the Maroons, what area geographically we're talking about? What who are the people who live in who are the Maroons and where do they live?
In the Accompong town.
Okay. And how many people how many people reside in that area?
A lot.
So I'm sorry, just a second. Miss Wright, I think what we want to understand is every person you're speaking of, are they all Maroon that live in this area? And before Melissa, how we want to understand where you are now. So we have to know the past is what Miss Hope is saying, Miss Hopewell. So how were you surviving? How were you living? What were you?
Teachers, doctors, farmers, and
Yeah, all right. Listen, all right. I understand what you're saying now. All right. You have farmers up here, and you have teachers, and you have people who work, and you have police up here who go to works. So I farm, a lot of farmers up here, a lot of farmers up here, and you have teachers who teach down the road, and you have police who live here go work. Majority who really in the force, like the JDF, it's a soldier. They mostly, they cramp them out. So more time they will come in. But we have teachers up here, we have security up here. So it's a lot. It's a lot. Really work with the government up here. It's a lot. And we have, trust me, it is very hard. And I'm telling you, it is very hard to send your kids to school because the fare is not cheap. Because my son is just 19 now, and he just was going to Roger Clark High School. And it was very hard for me to send him to school because I have to find like $1,500 a day. And I farm. And remember, we have a farm like 6 week things to get money that fast, and I raise chicken. So I know really raise the white fall, I really raise the egg. I really do the egg. I really do the egg. Yeah, the layers. I really do the layers because that make the money more quicker to fund them to go to school. But the farmer them up here, we farm a lot.
So because Melissa has because of Melissa, right, and the devastation caused by Melissa, based on what you're telling me, then most of the people would have suffered a great economic loss because of Melissa, right?
Yeah, we do, because I lost a lot.
Right.
I lost a lot.
That's why you're saying
I lost the one of my,
No, so that is why you're saying that. No, I guess that is why you're saying that people are in need of the help because of the fact that there are a lot of farmers, they didn't have a lot of money probably saved up, so now the help is really needed. That is why I'm trying to understand.
Yes, and the thing is this, we don't really get, we used to get help from RADA, and I'm lying to you. When the next ex-colonel were here, before, we used to get help from RADA a lot. RADA used to come here a lot, come give us stuff. And him now, since circumstances, since him come to power, you had to find people coming here to give us like RADA stuff. You understand? And when you go up a RADA, it is so hard for me. Because sometimes, like when I say the MP down the road, I have to say, stop me now and make him have to, Mr. come make up a RADA, but they're not coming here because of him. Because in disrespect them so many times.
Are you registered RADA?
Hold on, Philippine.
Yes, I did. Yes, I am.
You registered. Soon come off. May I come off? Come on, go to bed. This community, Accompong, is borders Balaclava?
Yes. Yeah, you can drive to Balaclava, yeah.
Okay, and the MP is Andrew Morris, right?
Yes, I speak to him about a couple of days ago. As a lady in here, for the youngest one in here, as a woman, farmer, I do farming more than every lady in here, because most of the people up here that farm like banana planting, I farm that, but I mostly go vegetable. I plant a lot of stuff, but I mostly go like vegetable, like cabbage, sweet potato, sweet pepper, tomato pepper, yam, banana, planting, coconut. I plant everything, but I mostly go mostly in cabbage a lot. So I really push out, and it's very hard sometimes for me because I have to find money to pay work, man. You understand me? Because it's not all the time you can beg somebody because they have their kids.
Is it a case where the farmer colonel advocated for the community on behalf of the community to get support, while this one that is there is just holding whatever resources and getting resources based on the community's name and hoarding it for himself, enriching himself, and using the land to cultivate certain, plant, and then transshipping it elsewhere.
Philippine, hold on, Your Honor.
Yes.
Uh,
Go ahead, Angel.
Johanna, I apologize for interrupting.
No.
Philippine, go ahead, Marcel.
Philippian. Let's focus on what she has discussed with us.
Yes.
Very well.
I'm going now, I'm going now. But what it appears is that this is the last done.
No. Miss
Hold on,
Philippian,
I'm coming down.
wait, no,
This
moms,
man
wait, before you
sounds
come
like
down.
a done.
No, before you come down, I want to answer your question before you come down. Really,
Okay.
please. Make I answer you. This, all right. Several times, he will call meeting. He will talk about farming. He will call you, ask how much acre land you have. Me have 4 acre land, one at the back. Me can't work it, me one. And then I go tell her, say, chop it down. I ask him, so if I'm give me money for chop it down, no problem. You got tell me for chop it down. How long a permit take to come? You got tell me, say, for chop it down and permit. If we come and if we just call something and say, chop down the land, you gotta get this. People are waiting here all long and this man to help them with farming, and him don't. For tell the honest truth, with no disrespect, this man make too much money off a Maruto name and we don't erase nothing. And well, it's 2 times now them do the mediation, them do the when them was where can you know when they was protesting and I wasn't here, and it come like a God met me in the year, because you know why? Now what time I asked it, and I said to him, say Buju Banta give much money to fix the road. Where it is?
Listen, me see you in NC in a Santa Cruz, and him going a private room when he got NC.
Philippine, this is not, I was gonna say something. This is not those type of life, Philippine, you know that. Okay, this is the courtroom and you're in front of the judge. And so you can't just, please. And so,
you have to keep it real, because I'm talking the truth. You get money for truth. All right. You see, if we could have come up here, because forever since we really need somebody to really come here and sit down, because me not all about I'm so miserable. You know I'm miserable? Because this man is making too much money off a compound town, and we not. This man in here for 4. In time up now, time about February, and we need him to go because they can't in the town for so long.
That's why he cancel the election.
Miss
Wright, you're not doing
election.
Can we stop, please, Shani?
Yeah.
I would give you Angel. I'm not sure if you want to. It's too long right now because you don't want it to be a back and forth and any.
Yes, and I think we are moving up. We would love to hear more from you, Miss Wright, but we are moving from what we are really wanting. Right. Yeah. And so, Marcia, I don't know about you, but I would like to ask. Issues seem to be you are speaking, Miss Wright, of issues that was long before Melissa. Yet we never hear anything from Accompong. We didn't hear anything from residents. Issues seems to be brewing long before today. And so our topic or our conversation we're asking really is, can the Jamaica JDF go into Accompong without invitation? Are we allowed to? And that is the question. And the next question, Your Honor, what we left from Saturday night was sovereign state, sovereign indigenous people. What is a sovereign state? Who are the indigenous people? And so these are the questions we need to ask. And these are the questions why we need to ask these questions is what is going to help us to solve all of what is happening.
Exactly.
So, Ms. White, can I ask you a question? Are you a Maroon? Miss Wright, are you a Maroon?
Yes. Yes, I am. Yeah.
How do you know that you are a Maroon?
My grandmother. My grandmother. Sure.
Your grandmother was
my
a
father
Maroon?
my father born as a Accompong. My father is a Maroon. My uncle I'm living now is a Maroon. My uncle them live here. My next uncle them live here. My grandaunt live right side of me here. And all of them born in Accompong town.
So the requirement to be a Maroon, you have to born in Accompong?
I did not born in Accompong. I born in Kingston because my mother's a Kingstonian.
But all of your, you're saying your ancestry tree was born there?
Yeah, my father. Yeah, they grow here, go to school here. Yeah.
And that makes them into a Maroon.
Yeah.
Okay, so bloodline.
But I want to answer your question when you talk about, you say that sound like we have an issue with him. We have an issue with him long time, but why I'm talking about the storm now? Me talk about the storm. Me talk about the storm because I'm upset with him a long time. But this now, to see him can help the people them here, and he's not. So when the JDF want to come in now to help, make they help. Remember, say you have other community where for help, you know. Him have Crooks Bottom, him have Mulgrave, him have Betsy and Whitehall, Amini Hall, him have Giant Toad, him have at least about 1-7X community where him supposed to help. So that's why I'm saying, if the government want to help after Accompong town, let they do. I don't see anything wrong with that. Let they do. Because the end of the day is 6th of January around the corner. The time up here is very cold. Trust me. I 2 block him off from my bed. Up here is very cold. And
what you mean by that? A 2 block you have on your bed?
2 blanket, Philippines.
Me know. Yeah, it's very cold for true because right now me very cold. Right now, me have 1 blanket.
I'm gonna put in the comment.
Me know up there cold. Me cold too.
And a lot of people up here have babies. Yeah? A lot of people up here have babies, and them on the chop party with their babies.
Miss Wright, just a minute. The judge is speaking, Miss Wright. Just a minute.
Right.
You're giving trouble tonight, you know. You're giving trouble. You say you're cold. You live up here.
Your lordship. It's because I'm cold.
You need to get I'm gonna send a man for you, to give warm you up. And that's your want in the night, you know. You know? Can't that you want to show that man for warm up, cold and I'm cold.
I can't bother with this, you know.
Your Honor, you still have your robe on.
Yeah, come down. You can't take this. Yeah, come down.
Thank you for people being live. Thank you so much.
We have someone else on here.
Hi.
Marcia, go ahead, darling.
Madam Shannon Wright, thank you for joining Judge Sims' program, TikTok Judge Sims. Yeah. I just want to ask a few questions, certainly for the individuals in this live room, but also those who probably are not wanting to come in. Did anyone in this live room ever spoke to you that is in these boxes and or in this room?
Me? You're talking to?
Yes, madam.
No, mother, no.
Okay. And the statements that you're making are of your free will?
Yes, it is.
And they are voluntarily being made to us?
Yes, it is.
And you stated that you are currently living in the Maroon community?
Yes, 11 years.
11 years. And within those 11 years, is there one thing you think you can share with us that you feel that your chief has done in the community to make the community better?
You know, so you put me in a problem.
No, everybody know in this social media realm that this is how I speak, authentic and direct.
Tell the honest truth. Mama, tell her the truth. Okay.
Before you speak, Miss Wright, can I say something though? You see what Marcia just asked you? We want to hear that from you, because I feel like people would believe that there's 2 issues also at Maroon Town. They're saying it's political, and so
it is not.
Well,
It
no,
is
no,
not.
no. Hold on.
It is not.
Let me finish. And so what she asked you, it's actually is going to prove a point that you are a resident, and whether or not you're not being biased about the person, whether you're choosing a
But
party.
whatever answer is also, you cannot really say, because if she don't say he did anything, you cannot
Philippine,
say,
allow
oh,
me,
it's
Philippine,
she's being
please.
biased.
Philippine, allow me, please.
It is her
Philippine.
words. It is her history to share. Whether she feel comfortable or not, she simply say, yes, I do feel this is what Chief Curry has done, and or
Allow
she
her
could
to
say, I
answer
decline
still.
to speak.
Yes, thank you, Marcia. And so, and then that's why I was saying to you, Miss Wright, that we don't want people to believe that any one of us on here brought you on here to speak. You came on here on your own volition. You came on here and you're speaking your truth. And that's the reason why Marcia asked you that question, so that people can see, you know, how you're feeling and what you think of what is happening. You understand? So that's the reason why she's asking that question. So you can answer now, darling.
I'm gonna answer. All right. For the past 5 years, he lived for the past 5 years. What he did here, all right. For the past 5 years, since here, I see him put up one. If I tell the truth, I don't know what it name. I see him put up one something for the school where say it come by this. It trust me, I don't know them something, you know. It drip what it put up one something up for the school where say and him put it up, kind of come out and pack it. He must beg down. When we asked him for water in the pipe, because Accompong town have a lot of water where we can get water to run in pipe to everybody here because it was here before. We asked him for water. First, he said he's going to give it water and road. But we did not get that. Yeah?
Just a second. Can I just answer the question? And I, the judge, did not invite her here. She came here voluntarily. And is the first following this speech, miss? You ever listen to this speech?
Yes, yeah.
You have, okay. But I've never invited you this evening. You're not a special guest here this evening. So I just wanted to just answer direct questions. I don't want you to go into too much things that is no real much for us. Roy, this is not a propaganda. I'm not here to listen to arguments that is not valuable or have any value to it. So I'm just asking you a question directly. Ask you: is there anything good that this gentleman has done in the community to help? Can you identify anything? Because